Oh, nice.
So I don't know.
Yes.
It might be backwards to you. I don't know.
It's coming out. It's flipped it the right way around.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I put like the shine bright on the front because I thought it'd be quite nice for, you know, makeup or just skincare if you want to add whatever to
A bit of encouragement.
Yeah, just be like shine bright today.
But like metallic stars on it as well.
Yeah, so I hand drew
Really
like
nice,
loads of
isn't
little like illustrations on the.
Oh, lovely.
And then I've done the back as well.
Oh, that's so fabulous.
It takes a lovely fabric and just makes it like so much better.
Elevates it. Yeah.
What fabric is this?
It's by Figo, so it's a new brand that we've just started working with, and it's really nice quality, isn't it?
Really nice.
The craft.
How did you guys start up Crafty Sew and So? Like, how was it born? How did you start it all?
Well, Sarah is the kind of founder. It was, well, she can tell her story, but it was her who started the workshops as a kind of extracurricular to her full-time job.
So I was working as a designer for quite a big company, and I'd studied fashion design and kind of worked my way through most of the high street brands. And I'd got to the stage where I was kind of doing what I thought was my dream job, and there was something missing, and it was an interaction with people. And so I started doing, and it was also the hands-on experience of actually making as well, because design is very, very computer-based, and I did enjoy that side of things. I just really missed like tangible making, using my hands, using my creativity physically. And we all know what a boost that gives us. So I was really just like, what's missing from my life? Oh, making things. So I went on to start doing classes in like the community, basically. And from that, I then got a little studio where I started teaching. And then I started to realise that people wanted to buy things to make the projects that I was setting with them. At the same time, Freya was working in retail. And we got together when she did a course. I'd met you before, hadn't I? When
So Sociable, the social kind of craft thing Sarah was helping host.
And yeah, from that we got talking about our mutual kind of dream to set up a haberdashery / workshop / you know, haven of craft, basically.
Amazing craft treasure trove.
That was the vision.
Not have done this without Freya. No way. We need the team. The team is the dream. And yeah, we ended up getting together for some like business dating to kind of get to know each other and see if we were compatible as business partners.
We literally went for drinks and had like, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years conversations.
That's the way to do it. I think drinks and having, you know, having some good dates. Why not?
Yeah,
It's more like future planning.
Well.
It's more future planning than I've had with my husband. I've never talked about like the future in the same way. So yeah, we mapped it all out and we decided to look for somewhere, and then we found a place in St Martin's Square, which is like a little little area in Leicester, kind of retail-y restaurant.
Like indie shops and restaurants and things. It's lovely.
In the right place.
And then we were there for 5 years and it was brilliant. But then obviously pandemic struck, and we've had to kind of change tact a little bit. We've taken things in an online-only direction for now. Things are very, you know, changeable. We've literally learned to one day be doing things one way, and the next day it's like, okay, we're doing these things the other way. That's fine. We'll go with it. That's what keeps it exciting.
Stay relaxed and go with the flow.
Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, that's basically where we are now.
Wow, that's such a nice story though. So there's you two, and then do you have any more in your team as well?
We have a small team, so we've got Zareen, who's was our kind of shop assistant. So now she's kind of the packing assistant and does getting some of the products online. There's my mum, Kim, who has always volunteered and helped out with the shop, but she's stepped up to do more hours now on maternity leave, and she does all sorts of different, she's Jane of all trades, as it were. There's a lot of different things for us, whatever's needed. And then we've got a small team of there's also Becky, who we haven't seen for ages because of the pandemic, but she's working the shop a couple of days a week as well. But she's shielding.
She's doing some pattern testing for us.
And
so some sampling. So it's kind of however we can connect still with people. Yes. We're doing it.
Definitely. Best way forward.
Yeah. And then we've got a small team of tutors, Tracy and Elizabeth, and who are now working via Zoom from home for workshops. So that's been good to be able to keep going with them and things. But that's the kind of main group of people we work with regularly, as well as tutors who do more specialist crafts, who come in who used to come in, I should say, every now and again to run workshops. So it's quite a few of us in it.
That's so good. I was going to ask you what kind of workshops that you teach, because I've seen a lot online, and I'll try not to research too much because I want to know you guys.
So we do everything from beginners all the way through to people who have been sewing for a few years. And on most classes we'll get beginners and people who are a bit more experienced, so we try and tailor it to kind of suit everybody. Some of the projects that we do, so we have a Start As You Mean to Sew On beginners class, which is your absolute starting point and teaches you everything you need to know before you sew, and then you make a couple of projects and catch the bug, basically, hopefully. Most people do. So it's really nice to kind of start the journey with people and then take them all the way through. So this weekend we've got a sewing mat workshop coming up. We've done pyjama shorts, we've got quilting. We also do crochet as well. Elizabeth's been teaching a 4-week crochet course, which has been really popular. And she's doing some more involved classes coming up, exploring granny squares a bit more, and doing a crocheted headband as well.
I'm looking for one. Maybe I should come on that.
Yeah, totally make your own. DIY, baby.
I know, I need one. I'm like, I can't buy one. I've got to make it.
Yeah. And that is totally the great thing about the online workshops, is that no matter where you are in the country, you can join. We are doing something which helps people buy fabric online, which is a kind of another product that we've just brought out called the Swatch List.
Ooh.
And it's a swatch subscription service, so every month people get 5 swatches, and then they also get a booklet explaining what the fabrics are and how they can use them and inspiration.
Just thought, what can we do to kind of bring that in-store experience to people's homes? Worked with the team to do suggestions and pattern recommendations, and they're a beautiful little thing to receive, little parcel to receive in the post. Subscribe now and they will get the March pack.
So how is best to book a workshop with you guys?
You can book all our workshops through our website, so it's CraftySewandSo.com, and under the workshops tab you'll just find all the workshops that are coming up. And you can choose whether or not we send you materials, and then we'll send you the Zoom link, and everything's recorded so that you can watch it back if you want to as well. So all the details are on our website.
How do you choose all of your fabrics? I mean, you've got so many to choose from. I want to add them all to my basket. How do you do it?
We spend a lot of time shopping.
Imagine.
Especially at the moment, a lot of time like scouring websites going, is that the right shade of pink? I can't tell. Does it look good on the computer screen? Will it look good in real life? Because we used to have reps come in and do presentations for us, but obviously that's not as easy these days. We have still been seeing them through the pandemic and obviously social distancing. They kind of shimmy a suitcase over to us from 4 meters away. But yeah, we have kind of changed a little bit the way that we're doing things. But really, it's a case of kind of looking at the patterns that are available, the patterns that are popular, the styles that people are telling us that they want to make, listening to customer feedback constantly, and just really trying to buy fabrics that sit well together in a range, because obviously we don't have a supermarket budget. We can't afford to buy absolutely everything, and we don't want to either. We want to provide like a hand-picked, curated range that we love. I mean, that's the main thing, really.
Gonna say that's the key thing. Every fabric we choose is one that we're like, I love this, we have to have it.
What is your main tip you would give to a complete beginner who is interested in buying fabrics from you? What would you say is the first thing to get started, or a first project to sort of learn from?
Mine's more of a tip, so like, because a pattern and project is quite personal, so it depends on, like, I'd recommend that they choose something to make that kind of works with what they already wear, so it's not kind of like a standalone garment. But my tip would be to be kind to yourself. It's your first project, it's not going to be perfect. Don't be harsh on yourself, just have fun with it, learn some things, learn a couple of skills, and enjoy the project, because that's what crafting really should be about. We can get too hung up on perfection, and that can rob us of the joy.
Well, one thing I always say to people after the Starters You Mean to Sew On class, I had a chat with them about what they're going to make next. And I always say to them, make something for you that you can put in your home, that you can look at and constantly remind yourself that you can do it. Because I made the mistake when I first started sewing, really, of making lots and lots of things and giving them away. And that's great for people that you're giving them to, especially when my skills started to improve. I gave away most of the things that I'd made, so I never had that kind of affirmation, that confirmation that I actually had learnt those skills.
It's nice to see this very first project you've done compared to where you're at now, and how much you've improved from it. It's crazy, isn't it? How much you can like learn your skills. And like we said before, on your blog and your workshops, they're a great place to start people learning.
Absolutely.
And the tutorial for this makeup bag, that's what I
There's a kit available on our website to buy and make those, so you can
Oh, so it works in hand.
Yep, you get the tutorial and the fabric and materials, so you're set and ready to go as soon as it lands on your doorstep.
Have you got any new products or any new projects or things coming up for 2021?
We do. Sarah's working on, so we also run the My Handmade Wardrobe patterns, which is dressmaking clothes, and Sarah's got a couple of projects in the works for there.
So, we've got 6 patterns in our range at the moment, and one of our most popular patterns is the cozy jersey tunic and dress, and it's one that I think I've made about 7 of. I think Freya's made about 5 or maybe more.
4 or 5 now.
Kim's made hundreds. Pretty much all of our team have made it. So one thing that we thought we really wanted to do was to produce kind of add-on packs to the designs that are really popular. So we're bringing out a PDF add-on pack, which includes a front pocket edition and a collar as well, like a shawl collar, and a cropped jumper version as well. So it kind of is taking the skills that you've learned and repurposing them in a new kind of style, and that's very much what the My Handmade Wardrobe patterns are about, similarly to the Crafty patterns and kits. It's all about learning new skills and then using those skills to create the styles that you love constantly and that you'll enjoy to wear. So that's coming out hopefully end of this month, beginning of next month, although we're fast approaching the end of this month.
How is it?
It's crazy. And then we're hoping to do some, we've got some pre-recorded videos, which are basically our live online workshops, which have been really, really popular. We've just taken those, edited them a little bit, and we'll be putting those out as pre-recorded live videos.